Welcome to the channel Throned Hope.
From the dawn of humanity, the concept of time has fascinated thinkers, dreamers, and seekers of truth. We live our lives by the beating pulse of the clock, measuring moments, days, seasons, and years. We set our plans, make our schedules, and expect results according to our timeline. But hidden behind the face of every ticking clock is a mysterious, unseen hand, a divine orchestrator whose understanding of time surpasses our own. In moments of waiting, in seasons of silence, we are reminded that God's timing is perfect, never early, never late. Trusting this truth invites a peace that transcends our human impatience and our deepest yearning for answers. Consider the story of waiting. We have all been there, standing at the crossroads of desire and delay, heart heavy with unanswered prayers. Maybe you are waiting for a breakthrough, a door to open, healing to come, or a dream to be fulfilled. In the quiet spaces where nothing seems to change, doubts can creep in. Why not now? Why is it taking so long? We wonder. But the wisdom of faith whispers that the waiting is not wasted. In those very moments of longing, God works behind the scenes, preparing us, changing situations we cannot see, and molding our hearts so we are ready for what is to come. To trust God's timing is to release the grip we have on our own schedules and surrender to a higher plan, one authored by the one who sees the beginning and the end all at once. Imagine a master composer crafting a symphony. Each note, each rest, each crescendo, and each pause is intentional. If a musician jumps ahead or lags behind, the harmony is disrupted. Yet, in the hands of the composer, everything unfolds as it should, creating a masterpiece more beautiful than any individual part. In the same way, God weaves the tapestry of our lives with threads of experiences, encounters, and lessons learned in waiting. Consider the stories of those who have gone before us. Abraham, promised by God to become the father of many nations, waited decades before his son Isaac was born. Joseph endured years in prison before being elevated to a place of influence that saved many lives. Moses tended sheep in obscurity for 40 years before leading his people to freedom. Even Jesus, the Savior of the world, spent 30 years preparing in quiet obscurity before beginning his public ministry. Would any of them have chosen such timelines for themselves? Perhaps not. But when their moments arrived, they were exactly where they needed to be, shaped, refined, and ready. God was neither early nor late, but always right on time. Waiting with trust does not mean idly sitting by. It invites us to live faithfully in the present, to grow roots of perseverance, patience, and hope. It shapes our character in ways that instant results never could. When we look back on seasons of waiting, often we see their purpose. We recognize that what felt like delay was actually a season of preparation, a weaving together of circumstances, relationships, and internal change that made us ready for the open door ahead. Trust in God's timing is also trust in God's nature. He is good, wise, and loving beyond measure. When we struggle in the unknown, we can rest assured that He is not withholding good things out of indifference or neglect. Rather, He knows the perfect moment for every answered prayer and every fulfilled promise. Perhaps you feel overlooked or forgotten, but nothing escapes his sight. He holds every tear, hears every sigh, and marks every moment of your journey. There is also a gentle invitation in waiting, a call to grow in relationship with the one who holds time in his hands. Seasons of waiting draw us close to God, teaching us to rely not on our own understanding, but to rest in his sovereignty. Often the journey leads us to discover treasures of faith we never would have found if our prayers had been answered immediately. We grow in trust, in reliance, in intimacy with the divine. The waiting stretches and expands our hearts, teaching us that our ultimate hope is not just in the outcome, but in the one who gives every good thing. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come after the deepest waiting. And when the answer does arrive, or the promise is fulfilled, we see with new eyes how every delay had a purpose. We realize that the timing was not just about circumstances, but about formation. We become people who are not only grateful for the gift, but prepared to embrace it with humility and wisdom. There might be times when God's answer is different from our expectation, but even then, his timing and his will are good. He sees the bigger picture, the story that stretches beyond our limited perspective. What feels like a no or a not yet is often a wait, I have something better in store. The challenge and beauty of faith is living in that tension, believing that God is for us, that he is working, and that his timing is worth trusting. So let your heart rest. Release the anxiety of unmet expectations. Know that every moment is held in wisdom and love. If you are in a season of waiting, you are in good company with those who have gone before, with countless others around you, and with the God who is always right on time. In the fullness of time, his purpose will be revealed, and it will be good, better than anything we could plan. In life's journey, learn to trust the pauses as much as the action, the quiet as much as the breakthroughs. Remember that seeds grow in silence beneath the soil before breaking through into the light. Roses bloom after enduring long winters. Trust, then, in the gentle, steady, perfect hand of God guiding all things. He is never early, never late. He is always exactly on time. Let this truth be your confidence, your comfort, and your anchor. Trust his perfect timing, for he will never fail you.
Have you ever felt like your prayers are hitting a wall? Like you're speaking into the void, and all you get is silence? You've cried out, you've fasted, you've trusted, and yet nothing has changed. The healing didn't come, the door didn't open, the pain didn't stop. You look around and see everyone else getting blessed. New jobs, happy families, answered prayers, and you start to wonder, did God forget me? Did he stop listening? Am I not enough? But listen to me. God did not forget you. His silence is not rejection. His delay is not denial. His stillness is not absence. Sometimes the teacher is silent during the test. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're not being abandoned. You're being anchored. The waiting isn't wasted. It's building something in you that comfort never could. Faith, patience, depth, strength. God is never in a hurry, but he's never late either. And I promise you, when his timing arrives, it will make perfect sense. The door he opens will be better than the one you begged for. The healing he brings will be deeper than the pain you endured. The purpose he reveals will be worth every tear you cried in the dark. So don't quit. Don't walk away from God now. Don't let the silence fool you. Because in the silence, God is closer than you think. He sees your tears. He hears your prayers. And he's working behind the scenes in ways you can't even imagine. He's weaving all the pain, all the delay, all the confusion into something beautiful. And one day, you'll look back and say, "Now I see, now I understand. God never left me.